The Vedic literature, the Aryans composed the Vedas, who started the historic age. The historic age was started from Aryans, so which is studied through the literature. Historic age which is studied through literature, the Aryans composed the Vedas. The time period was between 1500 BC to 600 BC. The archaeologists call this civilization also as PGW, that is painted grey ware civilization. Aryan civilization is called as painted grey ware. Indus Valley civilization is called as black painted black ware anukunta, painted black ware or painted black red ware. So Indus Valley civilization. And Vedic literature. So Vedic literature, a religious literature, that is Vedas is composed. Religious literature, Vedas is considered the sacred literature, which is divided into parts and subparts. Vedic literature is divided into parts and subparts. The Shruti, first one which is Shruti. Shruti literature. Shruti literature had the Vedas, the Brahmanas, the Aranyakas and the Upanishads. Shruti had Vedas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas and Upanishads. దానికి నిమోనిక్ వచ్చి VUBA, Vedas, Upanishads, Brahmanas and Aranyakas. VUBA, Shruti, VUBA. Next literature is Smriti. First one is Shruti, second one is Smriti. Smriti literature had, that is VUPE. First one is VUBA, second one is VUPE, that is Vedangas, Upavedas, Puranas and epics or itihasas. So VUPE ana anachu, VUPI ana anachu, VUBA, VUPE. So these were the eight Vedic different literatures. Then the remaining, the first Vedas. The Vedas are 4 in number, so they are the Rig Veda. The Rig Veda contains 1028 prayers called the mantras. The Rig Veda contains 1028 prayers called the mantras. These prayers were for material benefit. The Gayatri mantra is the most important of all the prayers of Rig Veda. The Rig Veda is divided into 10 chapters, and where the 10th chapter, that is 10th mandala, had the Purusha Sukta, which talks about the origin of the caste system, and the Vaishya and the Shudra names are also were first mentioned in this Purusha Sukta, that is in the 10th chapter, 10th mandalam of Purusha Sukta of the Rig Veda. So the caste system. So Purusha Sukta chapter describes about the origin of the caste system. The caste system is divided, it has divided the people into 4 varnas. Varnashram, that is Brahmins, they were created from the head of Brahma. Kshatriyas created from the shoulders of Brahma. Vaishyas created from the thighs of Brahma, and Shudras created from the feet of Brahma. So the text which consists of the mantras of the Vedas. వేదాల్లో ఉన్న మంత్రాలు ఏ టెక్స్ట్లో అయితే ఉంటుందో, వేదాల్లో ఉన్న మంత్రాలన్నీ, the text which consists the mantras in the Vedas is called as Samhita. That is Bhrugu Samhita, Brahma Samhita, Deva Samhita, Garga Samhita, Kashyapa Samhita, Shiva Samhita, Yoga Yajna Valkya Samhita. All these are Samhitas. So this is Vedas అంటేనే నాలెడ్జ్ అని అర్థం. వేద అంటే నాలెడ్జ్. సో ద వేదాస్ ఆర్ neither any individual religious work nor a collection of definite number of books compiled at a particular time. ఒకరు కంప్లీట్గా ఇండివిజువల్గా రాసిన రిలీజియస్ వర్క్ కాదు, ఆర్ కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ డెఫినెట్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ బుక్స్ విచ్ వర్ కంపైల్డ్ అట్ సమ్ పర్టిక్యులర్ టైము కాదనమాట. కంపైల్డ్ అట్ పర్టిక్యులర్ అన్ని కలిపి ఒక టైంలో కంపైల్ చేసిన బుక్స్ కాదు. ద వేదిక్ లిటరేచర్ హ్యాడ్ గ్రోన్ ఇన్ అ కోర్స్ ఆఫ్ మెనీ సెంచురీస్. ఇట్ హ్యాడ్ గ్రోన్ ఇన్ అ కోర్స్ ఆఫ్ మెనీ సెంచురీస్ and was handed down from generation to generation by the word of mouth. Initially, Vedic literature consists of three successive classes of literary creations. So some of these still exist, but many of them have been completely lost forever. So these 3 classes are Vedas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas and Upanishads. So మిగతావి కూడా ఉన్నాయి, ఉపవేదాస్, వేదాంగాస్, పురాణాలు ఇతిహాసాలు ఇవి కూడా ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, దెన్ వేదాస్ and all these are present. The Rig Veda is four, there are four Vedas. Okay, Rig Veda, it mentions about it is a collection of hymns. 1028 hymns are present. It is the earliest document in the world, Rig Veda. It is believed that Rig Veda is revealed by the gods. It is revealed by the gods to the sages. డైరెక్ట్గా దేవుళ్ళే ఋషులకు చెప్పారని they believe it about Rig Veda. And the Bogaskai, that is Asia Minor inscription. Bogaskai Asia Minor inscription says some of the Vedic gods, namely Indra, Varuna, Mitra, and the two Nasatyas are mentioned in of 1400 BC. Okay, 1400 BCలో ఈ ఇన్స్క్రిప్షన్ ఉంది, దట్ ఈస్ 1350 BC. Prove that Rig Veda must have come into existence much before that date. సో ఈ డేట్ ఇక్కడ బోగాస్కా ఇన్స్క్రిప్షన్లో వేదిక్ గాడ్స్ హ్యావ్ బీన్ మెన్షన్డ్. సో దిస్ వన్ ప్రూవ్స్ దట్ రిగ్వేద మస్ట్ హ్యావ్ బీన్ into existence much before 1400 BC. Okay, the Bogaskai inscription records a peace treaty, Bogaskai peace treaty between the Hittite and the Mitanni kings, and these gods are cited as witness to this treaty. So exactly the way even today the oath is taken in the courts on the assumption of a public office, assumption of public office in the name of the god. Okay, then Rig Veda mentions the Dasaraja Gana war. Okay, Gritasmada and Vishwamitra. వామన దేవుడు చిన్న పిల్లల్లో వస్తాడు. వామన దేవ, అత్రి మహాముని, భరద్వాజ మహాముని అండ్ వశిష్ఠ మహాముని, విశ్వామిత్ర మహాముని. అత్రి మహాముని, భరద్వాజ, విశ్వామిత్ర, వశిష్ఠ are involved in the compilations of the Vedas. Okay, Gritasmada, Vishwamitra, Vamana Deva, Atri, Bharadwaja, Vashishta are involved in compilation of Vedas. So it consists of 1028 prayers involving various gods and goddesses. And there are total of 10,462 shlokas in the Rig Veda. There are 10,462 shlokas in the Rig Veda, and there are 10 mandalas or chapters in the Rig Veda. 10 mandalas talks about the earliest, 10th mandala talks about earliest reference of the caste system in India. That is Gayatri mantra is present in the 3rd mandalam. And for Lord Indra alone, there are 250 prayers were dedicated to Lord Indra alone. To Lord Indra alone 250 prayers were dedicated. For Lord Agni alone 200 prayers were dedicated. So Varuna, Agni and Indra are important gods. Lord Indra had 250 prayers dedicated. Lord Agni has 200 prayers were dedicated. And 6 tribes entered India during the Rig Vedic period. They are Bharata, Puru, and the other people are Drihya, Anu, Yadukulam Krishnudu, Anu and Tugavasu and Drihya. Tugavasu and Drihya also entered India during Rig Vedic period. List of the words which were frequently mentioned in the Vedic age were, and there were Gopu ane word was mentioned 17 times. Gana was mentioned 46 times. Jana was mentioned 275 times. Om was mentioned 1028 times. Sabha was mentioned 8 times, and Samiti was mentioned 9 times. So the Dadikara, that is divine Dadikara, Dadikara means divine horse is also mentioned in the Rig Veda. Dadikara means divine horse. It is also mentioned in the Rig Veda. The 10th mandala, the Nadi Stuti Sukti is a hymn that is dedicated to the 10 rivers. Nadi Stuti సూక్తి. సూక్తం అంటే హితం అంటే మంచి వర్డ్ అని అర్థం. నాడీ స్తుతి సూక్తం. ఇట్ ఈస్ అ హిమ్ డెడికేటెడ్ టు 10 rivers of the contemporary India. 10 rivers of contemporary India. The Nasadiya Sukti, నాడీ స్తుతి సూక్తి ఒకటి. ఇంకోటి నాసాదియ సూక్తి talks about the origin of the universe and is a part of 10th mandala. Nasadiya Sukti talks about Nasadiya. Asadiya Sukti talks about this universe and is part of 10th mandala. And there are two branches of Rigveda. Example, Shakala Shaka and Vatkal or Bashkala Shaka. Shakala Shaka ఒకటి, two parts of Rigveda, two branches of Rigveda. Shakala ఒక రెండు శాఖలు ఉన్నాయి. ఒకటి శకల శాఖ, బష్కల శాఖ. శకల, బష్కల or Vatkala Shaka. The two Brahmanas of Rigveda are Aitareya Brahmana and Kaushitaki Brahmana. Two Brahmanas of the Rigveda are Aitareya Brahmana and Kaushitaki Brahmana. And the second two seventh Vedas are the earliest Vedas. So first, 8th, 9th and 10th are the later compiled Vedas. The third mandala, which consists of the Gayatri mantra, is compiled by Vishwamitra Mahamuni. The 9th mandala talks about the Soma drink. 9th mandala talks about the Soma drink. 3rd mandala, Gayatri mantra, compiled by Vishwamitra. Rigvedic geography. From the names of rivers, mountains and regions mentioned in the Rigveda, the geographical area in which the Rigvedic people who called themselves Aryans lived. From the names of these the Nadi Sukta hymn of the Rigveda mentions the 21 rivers, which include Ganga in the east and the Kabul in the west. All the Ganga in the east to Kabul in the west. All the rivers like Yamuna, Saraswati, Satluj, Ravi, Jhelum and Indus located between the Ganga and Kabul rivers are mentioned, not arbitrarily but serially. Serially the rivers are mentioned beginning from the east, that is Ganga, to the west, that is Kuba. In the north, Rigveda mentions the Himalayas and the Mujavant mountains from where the Soma drink was obtained. It also mentions ocean Samudra in connection with the river Sindhu Saraswati falling into the ocean. The ocean is also mentioned in the context of foreign trade. Ocean is also mentioned in the context of foreign trade. The Rigvedic geography therefore covers present day western Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, whole of Pakistan and South Afghanistan. The next Veda is the Yajurveda. Yajurveda contains the ritual worship. It contains the ritual worship. The ritual worship had no link between the devotee and the god directly. The rituals also involved animal sacrifice. So rituals to worship cheyal devuni, but rituals to ఏమంటే it had no link between the devotee and the god directly. Okay, the ritual worship had no link between the person, a devotee ki god ki direct link లేదన్నమాట. రిచువల్స్ ద్వారా గాడ్ని పూజిస్తున్నాం అనమాట. ద రిచువల్స్ ఆల్సో ఇన్వాల్వ్ యానిమల్ సాక్రిఫైస్ అప్పట్లోనే చేసేవాళ్ళు ఇన్ యజుర్వేద. ఇట్ టాక్స్ అబౌట్ రిచువల్ వర్షిప్. ఓకే, సో ద కాంట్రడిక్టరీ టు ద రిచువల్ వర్షిప్, భక్తి వర్షిప్ హ్యాడ్ ఆల్సో బీన్ డెవలప్డ్. భక్తి అంటే రిచువల్స్ చేయకుండా ఉత్తి భక్తితోనే దేవుణ్ణి స్మరించుకోవడం అని. బట్ భక్తి వర్షిప్ హ్యాడ్ ఆల్సో బీన్ డెవలప్డ్. The Bhakti concept involved directly a relationship between the devotee and the god. Okay, ritual worship did not involve a direct link between the devotee and the god directly. So the Bhakti concept involved directly a relationship between the devotee and the god. It emphasizes on self-surrendering. You need to self-surrender yourself to the god. So Yajurveda consists of two parts, that is Krishna Yajurveda and Shukla Yajurveda. Krishna Yajurveda is black, that is Krishna antene black. Krishna means black and it is in prose and it is prose ante stories అని అర్థం. prose form, it is in prose form, it is in black Krishna. And Shukla Yajurveda is in white, black and white. Shukla is in Shukla antene white అనమాట, which is in poetry form. So this Yajurveda, no ideal worship was found here. In Yajurveda, no ideal worship or no temples. The method of worship was through rituals. Then the rituals also were very expensive. The two important aspects of the rituals were the rituals were very expensive and they had no direct link or connection between the god and devotee. Yajurveda is divided into Shukla Yajurveda and Krishna Yajurveda. The Shukla is newer and it has 3 Brahmanas attached to it, that is Kataka, Taitriya and Shatapatha Brahmana, and Dhanurveda is Upaveda of Yajurveda. Dhanurvedam అనేది it is Upaveda of Yajurveda. ధనుర్విద్య అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ లర్నింగ్ అబౌట్ ది వార్ఫేర్ కదా. ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్ ఉపవేద ఆఫ్ యజుర్వేద. నెక్స్ట్ కమ్స్ సామవేద. సామవేద డీల్స్ విత్ మ్యూజిక్. ఇట్ ఈస్ డీల్స్ విత్ మ్యూజిక్. ద మంత్రాస్ అనేది దే వర్ రీరిటన్ ఇన్ మెలోడియస్ ఫామ్. పాటలా పాడుకోవడానికి మంత్రాలు అనేది పాటల్లో పాడుకునేటట్టు దే వర్ రీరిటన్ ఇన్ ద మెలోడియస్ ఫామ్ ఇన్ సామవేద మ్యూజిక్. ఆల్ ద శ్లోకాస్ were attributed with some tune, also called as text of chants. This is Samaveda is also called as text. It is also called as text of chants. Total of 1549 hymns are there to be sung at the Soma sacrifice. సోమా సాక్రిఫైస్ ఉంది కదా, సోమా దేవుడికి సాక్రిఫైస్ ఇచ్చేటప్పుడు 1549 హిమ్స్ పాడడానికి కంపోజ్ చేస్తున్నారు అనమాట సామవేదాలు. విత్ ట్యూన్తో పాడారు. అండ్ హూ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు గివ్ ద సాక్రిఫైస్ బై ఎ స్పెషల్ క్లాస్ ఆఫ్ బ్రాహ్మిన్స్ కాల్డ్ ఉద్గాత్రీస్ అట్లా అనుకో, UDGATRIS ఉద్గాత్రీస్ అనేవాళ్ళు సోమ గాడ్కి సాక్రిఫైస్ ఇస్తారు త్రూ 1549 hymns త్రూ అ ట్యూన్ విచ్ ఈస్ ప్రెసెంట్ ఇన్ సామవేద. అండ్ గంధర్వ వేద ఈజ్ ఉపవేద ఆఫ్ సామవేద. సాక్రిఫైస్ ఇచ్చే స్పెషల్ క్లాస్ ఆఫ్ బ్రాహ్మిన్స్ ఎవరు? ఉద్గాత్రీస్. Gandharva Veda is Upaveda of Samaveda. And next comes Atharvana Veda. Atharvana Veda consists of mantras for eradication of evils and diseases. Atharvana Veda consists of mantras for eradication of evils and diseases. Atharvana Veda is chronologically the last Veda. It describes the popular beliefs and superstitions of the humble folk. A collection of songs and spells. It is a collection of songs and spells to get rid of the evil spirits and diseases. Then it has 20 mandalas and 731 stutis. So it has 20 mandalalu ante 20 chapters ఉన్నాయి, 731 stutis. It deals with magic, hypnotism, enslavement through mantras. ఏవేవి? magic and hypnotism. మ్యాజిక్ చేయొచ్చు మంత్రాలతో, హిప్నోటైజ్ చేయొచ్చు మంత్రాలతో, అండ్ ఎన్స్లేవిజం త్రూ ది మంత్రాస్. ఇట్ హ్యాస్ 20 mandalas and 733 stutis. So it is regarded on a lower level than the other three Vedas కంటే తక్కువగా చూస్తారు అథర్వణ వేద. The 4 samhitas formed the basis of 4 Vedas. These 4 samhitas formed the basis of 4 Vedas. And it is believed to be composed by the non-Aryans. Atharvana Veda అనేది ఇదేమి believed to be composed by non-Aryans. Sati, practice Sati is mentioned in Veda. Gotra, concept of Gotra is mentioned in this Veda. Sati అనేది it is mentioned in Atharvana Veda, practice of Sati. Gotram, concept of Gotram is mentioned in the Atharvana Veda. Irrigation, clan, crowning ceremony and the Magadha Janapadas are mentioned in this Veda. Irrigation గురించి, సభ సమితి గురించి, క్లాన్స్ గురించి, క్రౌనింగ్ సెరమనీ గురించి, మగధ అండ్ జనపద్స్ గురించి ఇట్ ఈస్ మెన్షన్డ్ ఇన్ దిస్ వేద. అండ్ అథర్వణ వేద హ్యాస్ నో అరణ్యకాస్ appended to it. Then come the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas were 7 in numbers. There are 7. Okay, Brahmanas అనేది 7 మంది Brahmanas. So they deal with performing the rituals. So they are Aitareya Brahmana, which has various tribes of South India were mentioned in Aitareya Brahmana, which included the Andhra people. First Andhras were first mentioned in Aitareya Brahmana. Various South Indian tribes were mentioned in Aitareya Brahmana, which included the Andhras, first mentioned in Aitareya Brahmana. It deals with performing of the rituals just like Yajurveda. in it, the other brahmanas are shatapadha. Shatapadha ante 100 ways. Shatapadha and gopadha ante cow way. Shatapatha, Gopatha, and Kaushitaki Brahmanas, and Kaushitaki Brahmanas. Then Brahmanas Tarvata, then it is Aranyakas. There were these Aranyakas anedi, they were the appendix for the 7 Brahmanas. They were the appendicitis for appendix for the appendicites. Appendices for the appendix and appendices for the 7 Brahmanas. They deal with the philosophy of forest dwelling, hermits and sages. మునుల గురించి హర్మిట్స్ అంటే సేజెస్, మునులు అండ్ ఫిలాసఫీ ఆఫ్ ఫారెస్ట్ డ్వెల్లింగ్, ఫారెస్ట్లో ఎలా ఉండాలి అనేది, 7 బ్రాహ్మణాస్కి ఎలా ఉండాలనేది ఇట్ డీల్స్ విత్ అనమాట. అరణ్యం అంటేనే ఫారెస్ట్, సేజెస్, హర్మిట్స్, ఫారెస్ట్ డ్వెల్లింగ్ సేజెస్, అరణ్యకాస్. ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ అపెండిసెస్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ 7 బ్రాహ్మణాస్. And Upanishads, there are 108 Upanishads. 108 Upanishads ఉన్నాయి. Important one being Brihadranyaka, Chandogya Upanishad, Jabalo Upanishad, Shveteshwara Upanishad, Isano Upanishad, and Mundakopanishad. సో ఇలా 108 ఉపనిషత్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఉపనిషత్స్ కంటైన్ ఏముంటాయి దాంతో, ఫిలసాఫికల్ స్పెక్యులేషన్స్ అంటే ఫార్మింగ్ అ థియరీ వితౌట్ ఫర్మ్ అడ్వైజ్ అనమాట. సో ఫిలసాఫికల్ స్పెక్యులేషన్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో లైక్ ఆత్మ పరమాత్మ, బర్త్ అండ్ రీబర్త్, transmigration of the soul, atma paramatma, birth and rebirth, transmigration of the soul, karma and moksham, and concept of bhakti was first mentioned in Shveteshwara Upanishad, Brihadranyaka, Chandogya Upanishad, Jabalopanishad, Ishanopanishad, Mundakopanishad, Shveteshwara Upanishad. Then the Vedangas. There are 6 Vedangas, 6 in number, the Vedangas. That is Siksha. Siksha means dealing with phonetics and pronunciation. Sikshana ivadam. Siksha dealing with phonetics and pronunciation. Nirukta dealing with etymology ante study of origin of the words and the way in which their meanings have changed throughout the history. Study of origin of the words and the way the meanings have changed throughout the history. That is Nirukta is dealing with etymology. And Vyakaranam dealing with grammar. Then Chandas means matrix, they deal with rhythm. Chandas means matrix, they deal with rhythm. And Jyotish Shastram, astrology. Kalpa deals with rituals, and the this kalpa anedi. So Siksha, Nirukta Siksha with phonetics and pronunciation, Nirukta dealing with etymology, with origin of words, and Vyakaranam dealing with grammar. Chandas with matrix dealing with the rhythm, Jyotish Shastram, astrology, and Kalpa deals with rituals. This Kalpa again is divided into 3 parts. Rituals ela cheyali and Griha Sutra, Srauta Sutra, and Suluva Sutra. Griha Sutra, Srauta Sutra, and Suluva Sutra. Then Griha Sutra deals with domestic rituals. The individuals must perform, every individual must perform 16 rituals for moksham. Any perform cheyali, every individual he should perform 16 rituals for the moksham, domestic rituals. The important ritual being the Upanayanam. That Upanayanam is the 11th ritual anamata, specified in Griha Sutra. So Upanayanam anedi 11th ritual which is specified in Griha Sutra of the domestic rituals. Denikosam these domestic rituals were performing for moksham prasadi sampadinchukodaniki. Important ritual is Upanayanam. The Upanayanam was ineligible for women and Shudras. So the males ineligible for women and Shudras. The males of Brahmanas are called as Dvija. Males of Brahmana are called as Dvija, and Vaishyas and the Kshatriyas also perform the Upanayanas. The other people except these eligible people were called as Dvijas, and the ineligible people were called as Ekaja. Upanayamki eligible people were called as Dvija. Upanayamki ineligible people were called as Ekaja. So Brahmanas, Vaishyas and Kshatriyas were Dvija. The Sudras were Ekaja. The other important ritual was Vivaham. The Upanayam and Vivaham were the important domestic rituals. Vivaham was specified in the 15th rituals of the domestic rituals of Griha Sutra. In Kalpa. Kalpalo undidi Vedangaslo. Vedangas, Kalpa, Griha Sutra, Upanayana and Vivaha. Vedangaslo. So next second kalpa was in under Vedangas was Srauta Sutra. Srauta Sutra was performance of public rituals. Domestic rituals that was Srauta Sutra. No, it is public rituals which should be performed by the king. They are Ashwamedha Yagam. Ashwamedham. Ashwam means horse. Ashwamedham means killing. So Ashwamedha Yagam is horse sacrifice. Then Rajasuya Yajnam. Rajasuya Yajnam is divinity for the king. Rajasuya Yajnam is divinity for the king. And Vajapeya Yagam. Vajapeya Yagam is to attain the title of Samrat. To attain the title of Samrat, you need to perform the Vajapeya Yagam. So Ashwamedha Yagam, horse sacrifice, Rajasuya Yagam to get the divinity for the king. అంటే దేవుడికి ఈక్వల్గా అవ్వడానికి కింగ్ రాజసూయ యాగం చేస్తాడు. వజపేయ యాగం దేనికోసం చేస్తాడు? టు అటైన్ ది సామ్రాట్ అనే టైటిల్. అశ్వమేధ, రాజసూయ అండ్ వజపేయ యాగం. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ సులువ సూత్ర. సులువ సూత్ర వాస్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫైర్ ఆల్టార్స్ is dealt in this. It is important book for geometry. It is an important and main book for geometry. Sulva Sutra. It is construction of the yajnalu homalu cheyadaniki fire altars kattiంచడం is dealt with Sulva Sutra. It is important book for geometry. The next one is Upavedas. Upavedas are 4 in number. There are 4 Upavedas. They are Ayurvedam, deals with medicine. Gandharva Veda deals with music. Shilpa Veda deals with architecture, and Dhanurveda war and archery. Ayurveda, Gandharva Veda, Shilpa Veda and Dhanurveda. For Ayurveda, Gandharva Veda, Shilpa Veda and Dhanurveda. Then there are Puranas. There are 18 పురాణాలు ఉన్నాయి. 18 పురాణాలు, and they are వాయు పురాణ, విష్ణు పురాణ, మత్స్య పురాణ, మార్కండేయ పురాణ and భాగవత పురాణ. వాయు పురాణ, విష్ణు పురాణ, మత్స్య పురాణ, Markandeya Purana and Bhagavata Purana. So they contain mythological stories. These Puranas, they contain mythological stories and Puranalu, and they also contain the genealogies of ancient dynasties. The Puranas also contains the genealogies of the ancient dynasties and the epics and itihasas. The original name of Mahabharata was Jaya Samhita. Original name of Mahabharata enti Jaya Samhita. So Bhagavad Gita అనేది it is appendix of Mahabharata. It is appendix of Mahabharata, and Mahabharata is divided into 18 పర్వాలు. Ramayana is divided into 6 స్కందాలు. Ramayana is divided into 6 skandhas written by Valmiki. The kalpa of the Vedangas, it is the basis of Indian law. The kalpa or the rituals of the Vedangas, it is the basis of the Indian law. The Dharma Shastralu, mana Dharma Shastralu, they deals with household ceremonies. That is Griha Sutra. Sulva Sutra deals with Rekha Ganita, that is geometry. Rekha Ganitam. Geometry అంటే రేఖా గణితం, రేఖలు గణితం, geometry. And Srauta Sutra deals with the social ceremonies. And Jyotish Shastram, astronomy, deals with the movement of the planets and understanding events in life. Jyotish Shastram ante both astrology and astronomy, study of movement of the planets and accordingly understanding the events in the life. In the Brahmanas lo గోపథ అని చదివాం కదా. గోపథ బ్రాహ్మణ అనేది మోస్ట్ వాల్యూమస్ బుక్ అనమాట. దెన్ ఐతరేయ బ్రాహ్మణ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ విశ్వామిత్ర అండ్ నాన్ ఆర్యన్ ట్రైబ్స్. ఐతరేయ బ్రాహ్మణ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ విశ్వామిత్ర నాన్ ఆర్యన్ ట్రైబ్స్. శతపథ బ్రాహ్మణ ఈజ్ మోస్ట్ ఫేమస్ brahmanas dealing with rituals connected with agricultural production. Shatapatha Brahmana is the most famous brahmanas dealing with the rituals connected with the agricultural production ante Sankranti types, harvesting festivals. Gopada is most voluminous. Aitareya Brahmana Gopada Brahmana is most voluminous. Aitareya Brahmana is about Vishwamitra non-Aryan tribes. And Vedas lo Rig Veda was recited by some priests. Okay, it has its own priest. Rig Veda, the reciter was Hotri. Rig Veda Hotri. And Samaveda reciter was Udgatar. ఇందాక కూడా చెప్పాం ఉద్గతార్స్ అని. రిగ్వేద వాస్ రిసైటర్ వాస్ Udgatar. Yajurveda the reciter was Advaryu. Udgatar or Udgatri. Yajurveda Advaryu. Advaryu. Yajurveda reciter was Advaryu. And Atharvana Veda the reciter is Veda Atharva. And it is Atharvana Veda was formed by non-Aryans kabatti Brahmins never recite this. Most secular of all the Vedas anamata. Atharvana Veda is most secular of all the Vedas. Brahmins never recite this. The themes are witchcraft and sorcery. They deals with Ayurveda, Ganita Shastram ante maths, Rekha Ganitam ante geometry. Now about Upanishads. Upanishads are 108 in number. They are also known as Vedantas. They deal with metaphysics. So Katha Upanishad is dialogue between Nachiketa Mahamuni and Yama on the concept of death. It is a dialogue. Katha Upanishad anedi, it is a dialogue between Nachiketa Rishi and Yamudu on the concept of death. Isanopanishad deals with creation. Jabalopanishad, it is Varna Ashrama Dharmas. Jabala Upanishad consists of Varna Ashrama Dharmas. And Brihadranyako Yajnavalkya author deals with transmigration of the souls. Yajnavalkya Maharshi, he deals with the transmigration of the souls. That is Brihadranyako Upanishadlo. Mundaka Upanishadlo Satyameva Jayate అనేది the slogan was adapted from Mundaka Upanishad we got the Satyameva Jayate. Chandogya నుంచి childhood of Krishna is given in detail in Chandogya Upanishad. Chandogya Upanishadlo childhood of Krishna is given in detail. Then Keno Upanishad talks about Uma or Parvati. Keno Upanishad, Keno Payena Laguna అని చెప్తారు కదా. Keno Upanishad Parvati Devi talks about Parvati Devi. Sveteshwara Upanishad, it defines Shiva for the first time and it also talks about Bhakti. Is also described in Sveteshwara Upanishad. It also defines Shiva for the first time. So Upavedaslo Dhanurveda, warfare. Dhanurveda is mentioned in Rigveda. It is associated with Rigveda. Dhanurveda, warfare, is associated with Rigveda. Gandharva Veda, music, is associated with Samaveda. Stapatya Veda, Stapatya ante architecture. Stapatya Veda is associated with Yajurveda. And Ayurveda, medicine, is referred to Atharva Veda, is associated to Atharvana Veda. Ayurveda is referred to Atharvana Veda.